we are back with our all-time 1v1 tournament in NBA 2K19. If you guys don't know what this is, we're taking 32 of the best players in NBA history, putting them in a 1v1 tournament to find out who is the greatest player of all time on the 1v1 court. Obviously, actual basketball 5v5 is a little different. Now, we did separate the brackets into guards and big men. Big men is going to be any small forwards, power forwards, and centers, all-time players. And we're going to just check out the bracket right here, see who our matchups are today. So starting off, our first matchup is going to be between Tim Duncan and Dirk Nowitzki, two of the greatest power forwards of all time. Then we got the Greek Freak Giannis versus Kevin Durant. Giannis won our last tournament, which was the greatest 1v1 player of today. So he automatically gets into this tournament. He's going to be facing off Kevin Durant. Then we got Larry Bird versus Carmelo Anthony. Now, I did originally have Dr. J against Larry Bird, but you guys actually wanted to see Carmelo, so I faced Dr. J versus Carmelo Anthony to see who would make the tournament. Carmelo Anthony ended up winning that game, so he's going to be facing off against Larry Bird. Up next, we got LeBron James versus Kawhi Leonard. I originally had Elgin Baylor in this spot. Again, you guys wanted to see Kawhi Leonard, so I faced off Elgin Baylor and Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard ended up beating Elgin Baylor to actually get into this tournament and face off against LeBron James. Next, we got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar versus Hakeem Olajuwon. Now, I did have Hakeem originally. You guys wanted to see Patrick Ewing, though, so I actually faced off Patrick Ewing versus Hakeem just to get into the tournament. I mean, two very good players, and Hakeem versus Kareem, this is going to be an insane matchup. Up next, we got Wilt Chamberlain versus Bill Russell. Probably the most recommended match you guys wanted to see was this one right here, so we got it for you guys today. Then we got Karl Malone versus Kevin Garnett, and Shaq versus Yao Ming. Now, I originally had Shaq versus Charles Barkley, and then I didn't know where to put where Garnett was, but Charles Barkley isn't actually in 2K, so we couldn't end up using him, so we put Garnett in. And then, I mean, Yao Ming, Shaq, those were a big matchup back in the 2000s, so we had to put them back up against each other in this tournament. Leave your comment down below. Who do you think is going to make it out of the big men side of this tournament? We already did round one of the guards. Let's just get right into this. Starting off, we got Tim Duncan versus Dirk Nowitzki. So starting off this matchup, I forgot to mention, all of these games are going to be going up to 7 points in NBA 2K19 1v1 blacktop mode. You also have to win by 2 points in these games, and every player is using their best all-time player in NBA 2K19. So if there's somebody that played on two teams, maybe like Kawhi Leonard, he played on the Spurs, now he's on the Raptors, we're going to use the Spurs overall because it's actually higher than his Raptors player. Same with LeBron, his Heat was the best. But getting into this matchup between Tim and Dirk, really even right now. Dirk pulls the and one, going to get the ball back, and he takes a nice 2-point lead right here. So not looking too good for Tim Duncan. He gets another layup in, and he's hot now. Big block, just snatches that out of the air, and then he's blocked by Dirk now. Duncan ends up getting the ball back here, and he scores again to tie up the game. So really close game for our first matchup so far. Tim Duncan going to get another bucket, has the 1-point lead. Dirk comes right back at him, though. Both of these guys are now on fire. Tim Duncan throws Dirk out of the way again, and he takes that lead. Dirk misses the shot. Tim Duncan can win it all on this possession, and he does. Tim Duncan with a nice slam. Going to be our first player moving on from the first round. And up next, we got Giannis versus Kevin Durant. Giannis going to start off the scoring right here. Durant, in 2K, they make him a little shorter than he actually is in real life, but so it makes it a little harder for him. But so far, Giannis, I mean, he's doing really good. Nutmegs Kevin Durant right there for the easy layup. Durant on the other end coming right back. And here we go with Giannis inside. Gets his own board and then gets the bucket as well. So Giannis, the nice 2-point lead. Gets a block there and the easy dunk. See if Durant can maybe come back here. It's going to be a little tough. Down by 2, only going to 7 points. Giannis again with another bucket. Durant again, it comes right back. Let's see if Giannis can end it right here. Fades away in the post, and that is game right there. So Giannis going to be facing off against Tim Duncan in the second round. Up next, we got Larry Bird versus Carmelo Anthony. Larry Bird with the nice post fade for the first points of the game. Carmelo Anthony hits that in the face too. Larry Bird can't do it. He tries the same thing. And then Carmelo from 3. He is going to get that to go 3-pointers. Of course, worth 2 points. Normal points worth 1. But Carmelo misses his dunk and then gets the ball back. Gets it back again and then finally gets the ball to fall. So Carmelo with the lead so far in this game. Now up by 3 points. Carmelo has his takeover badge. Larry Bird, the spin move. It's good to go. Carmelo doing some work here. Larry Bird was a great scorer back when he played. See if maybe he can come back here. Hits a nice 2-pointer. Carmelo on the other end. It's no good. That would have won him the game right there. Let's see if Larry Bird can hit something. And he does. Game down to 1 point. But then Carmelo with the game-winning dunk. Carmelo kind of with our first upset of the day. Beating Larry Bird right there. Up next, we got LeBron versus the Claw, Kawhi Leonard. Everybody wanted to see this matchup. And it is a really good matchup, of course. Let's see if Kawhi can do what he did in 2014. Lock up LeBron James and beat him. Kawhi Leonard with a nice steal here. See, gets to the basket and the easy dunk. A 3-1 lead for Kawhi Leonard. So far playing great defense. Has his takeover badge. Then LeBron inside for that layup. LeBron with the ball again. Goes up for it. And he's going to tie the game all up. Kawhi Leonard loves those posts fades. So he's going to hit another one of those. LeBron right back at him. It's hard to stop LeBron coming inside the freight train when he was on the Heat. I mean, he was probably even better. LeBron with another dunk now. Kawhi's cold. Doesn't matter. He still ends up scoring. And LeBron is just dominating inside now. Kawhi's got to put up a 2-pointer. It's no good. Game point for LeBron. And that is going to end it right there. LeBron going to beat Kawhi Leonard. So it's going to be LeBron versus Carmelo Anthony in the second round. Up next, we got Kareem versus Hakeem right here. Two of the greatest setters of all time. Hakeem missing his first shot, but then gets the second chance points. A lot of posting up with these center matchups. Here's Kareem inside. He was cold for a second. Kareem blocked by Hakeem, though. Hakeem took a little second. Couldn't get it inside there. And Kareem to score yet again. Back over to Hakeem. And these guys went kind of back and forth for a bit here. Hakeem with the steal and the dunk inside. And Kareem goes up for it. Gets his own board. Goes up for it again. Gets his own board again. And then finally, he ties the game all up here. Hakeem on the other end, though. Yet another point in the post. Most of these guys were great post players, which is interesting about all these older centers. And then Hakeem, post fade right there. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar back at him again. These guys just going back and forth right now. Hakeem with this takeover badge, though. This could be the game changer right here. First one to 6 points. But then Kareem gets a bucket as well. Now they both have their takeover badge. Hakeem bullying inside, though. Kareem, the fade. It is no good. Hakeem could win it right here, and he does. Hakeem Olajuwon going to beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he's going to be facing off against the winner of Wilt and Bill Russell, who is our next matchup. The most requested matchup right here, probably two of the greatest players from the 60s. And Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell all tied up. Bill Russell spinning inside. He's going to take the lead. Wilt Chamberlain. He had his 100-point game, averaged 50 points per game one season, and Bill Russell with his 11 rings. This is just an insane matchup. Wilt does have his takeover badge, though. Doesn't matter for Bill Russell. He's still out here scoring. But, I mean, Wilt just unstoppable. Inside, gets the block and the easy dunk. Next possession, blocked again by Wilt Chamberlain, and he gets another easy layup. And now a steal by Wilt coming inside to win the game right here. And the layup is good to go. Wilt Chamberlain going to beat Bill Russell He hit some nice blocks at the end there. Up next, we got Carmelo versus Garnett. Again, some of the greatest centers right here. And Garnett draws a foul on the first play. Going to get the ball back, and he takes a nice 2-0 lead. Start this thing off. Malone, nice spin move outside. Garnett doing the exact same thing, though. Both these guys crazy. Good Garnett inside for the easy dunk. Malone up next, can't get his bucket to fall. So Garnett going to take an even bigger lead here, up by 3 points. Not looking good for Malone. Garnett stops him, gets his takeover badge inside again for another dunk. He is taking over. Malone cannot hit anything right now. KG for the win, and the bucket is good to go. A 7-2 victory for KG, so that's kind of easy for him. And up next, we got Shaq versus Yao. I mean, Garnett, a little bit of an upset right there. Obviously, Malone would have been the favorite. Yao Ming going to start off the scoring against Shaq here, though. Shaq coming right inside. Both these guys are super heavy. Yao Ming, super tall as well. And Shaq can't get that bucket to go. Yao inside. Yao going to take a 1-point lead. Shaq, a nice spin move. And then Shaq has his takeover badge blocked by Yao Ming, though. Still gets the bucket to fall. And there we go. Yao with some good defense. And he's going to tie the game up right there. Shaq just bullying Yao Ming. Pushes him out of the way to get the easy layup. Yao coming right back, though. I mean, Yao Ming is just so tall. It is hard to stop him. A nice block there by him. He misses, gets his own board, and then gets his takeover badge and the bucket. Shaq fading away, going to hit that shot. It is all tied up. 5-5. Yao pushing Shaq out of the way. He takes the lead right here. Shaq inside, blocked by Yao Ming, and Yao Ming is going to defeat Shaquille O'Neal. A huge upset. Yao Ming, probably the lowest seed in this whole tournament, and he beats one of the greatest centers of all time. So Yao Ming with the upset right there, and we got everybody moving on. In our next video, we're going to have Tim Duncan versus Giannis facing off, Carmelo versus LeBron James, Hakeem versus Wilt, and Garnett versus Yao. All great matchups right here. It's going to be exciting to see who moves on. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and turn on those post notifications. That way you are informed when our next rounds of this video are going to be going up. That way you can watch the whole tournament, see who actually wins. Also, smash that like button. This video takes forever to make. I mean, it takes a few days just because it's so hard to put together a tournament. But anyways, this has been your boy Smequle, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Never in the same space that we started at. Throw the ball, I run the play like a quarterback. I've been up all night trying to make a stack, trying to get a plaque and flip a dream into a solid fact. Hustled hard for it. One day they will notice. Chasing in the day.